Yeah, hi all. Uh, Today we'll look into the React Fragments topic. So I have taken an app.js file and I'm using three posts here. So there is a post component here, post.jsx. This is just a plain paragraph h1 and paragraph I have used here. So I'm using this post component in app.js file. So now I have run this application. Check it out. See, we have one title description, two title description. There are three posts, so it looks in this way. So let me inspect it, and I will show you what a React fragment is exactly. Before we talk about React fragment, we need to talk about what was the problem it was going to solve. So, for example, we have used three posts here. So see, this is the first one, second one, third one, three divs. So the first div, if I open, I have a paragraph, title, and description. So the div above is an empty div. We have just added it. We are doing nothing there, but we have added this. This is an overhead to the DOM. So for the second post as well, if you observe, we only added div, which is overhead. For the third also, the posts, there is an empty divs. So there are few empty divs were added to our DOM, which are doing nothing. Okay, so we'll remove this. So the main idea is not to add in any dummy elements to the DOM elements. Okay, this is here div is a dummy element. Just it was occupying space in the DOM, but it's doing nothing. So let's remove them. So the main idea is to avoid this empty divs, dumb divs. Okay. So to do that, I will go to the post component here. So I will remove these divs. So I have kept. So I will remove this. So if I remove this, yeah, see, React has given me an error. Adjacent JSXL elements must be wrapped in an closing tag. So it is expecting me to use fragments. It means JSX alone, it should return in parent tag, not each and every tabs like this. This is because i- it will be compiled into React elements. Each and every component will be compiled into the React element. So it needs to wrap in an parent element. So that's the reason we have wrapped it with the div earlier. So, but if we add a empty div, it is how many times we write the post, use the post component, that many times it would be overhead. So for that, what we are going to do, I will remove this divs and I will get one error. To avoid that error, we need to use React fragments. So to avoid that error and also to not to add a dummy divs to the DOM, we are using React fragments. Okay, this is the one way. If I add this here, yeah, now I have added a React fragment. So let's check it out in the DOM. We'll see what is there. Yeah, I will inspect on this post. So if you observe here, there is no divs. Okay, the elements are directly, the post elements are directly rendered. So the dummy divs were not added to the DOM. So that was the main advantage of using the React fragments. So we have removed the dummy divs here and used the React fragments. So this is the one of the way to use React fragments. So the other way is remove this React here. I mean React in the top. We are going to add the React fragment as a named import here. So I can add a fragment like this. So this is the same as what we have done earlier. Earlier we have accessed the fragment directly. Now we are accessing the fragment from the package and we are using in the same way. So if you observe, the output won't change. It's the same. What we have earlier, it would be the same. Okay. So we have a better way than this. Instead importing like this. So the first way is react.fragment and the second way is importing fragment as a named import. And the third way is just give an empty braces. So this is also known as fragment. So just give an empty braces. This is widely used and easy way. So instead importing or getting access from the fragment, keeping an empty divs is a better way. So if you observe, the output won't change, it would be the same. So the problem is the divs are adding, that there are many dumb divs would be adding to the DOM. To avoid that, we are going to use React Fragments. So we have used three ways of using React Fragments, so that we have removed the empty divs from the application. So keep in mind, whenever you're trying to wrap all these elements, don't use empty divs, dump divs. Instead, if it is any possibility, please use this. That's it. This is all about the React Fragments. Thanks a lot.